What if I told you some of the most advanced luxury cars in the world right now don't come from Germany, don't come from Japan, and definitely don't come from America? Yeah, let that sink in. I'm talking about cars with insane tech, ridiculous luxury, and designs that look like they came from 2035. And somehow, they're cheaper than what we're driving right now. Hold on, what? Today, we're counting down the top 3 Chinese cars that are low-key embarrassing the entire industry. And listen, car number 1? Yeah, that one is going to hurt. But first, let's start with a car that literally deleted something we thought was mandatory. Car number 3, Avatr 12. All right, let me ask you something real quick. When was the last time you saw a car without a rear window? No, seriously, think about it. Because this car, it just said, yeah, we don't need that anymore. This is the Avatr 12, and I'm not even exaggerating. This is where it gets crazy. First, look at the front. And yeah, this thing is not normal. Super slim LED headlights, sharp enough to look like they could cut glass. It's giving futuristic Audi, but like if Audi actually took risks. And don't blink, this is where it gets crazy. These lights animate, like welcome animations, startup sequences. Meanwhile, my car just blinks once and calls it a day. Now look at the front grille. Oh wait, there isn't one, because EV. But instead of looking boring, they made it smooth, sculpted, almost liquid, like the whole front end is just flowing. And the sensors? Hidden. Cameras, radar, all tucked in like it's classified information. I'm sitting here like, why does this look cleaner than cars twice the price? Walk to the side, and yeah, this is where it hits. Low, wide, sleek. This is technically a sedan, but it looks like a coupe. That roofline just flows all the way back like it's ignoring gravity. And the wheels? Massive. Clean aero design, performance stance. This thing doesn't sit, it poses. Flush door handles, frameless doors, smooth body lines with zero clutter. And I swear, this makes some German sedans look like they skipped design class. And hold on, remember what I said about something missing? Yeah, we're getting there. All right, now we're at the back. Look at the taillights. Full width LED bar, super clean. Futuristic, minimal, perfect. But then your brain starts searching, scanning, looking for the rear window. And there isn't one. None. Zero. Gone. And I'm just standing here like, who approved this? Because it looks amazing, but also slightly terrifying. Like, how do you see behind you? Don't worry, we'll get to that. Because the reason is actually genius. But wait until you hear it, because this changes everything. All right, open the door. And immediately, you're confused. Because this doesn't feel like a normal car. Minimalist dashboard, premium materials everywhere, and screens. Lots of screens. But wait, don't blink. This is where it gets crazy. Instead of a normal gauge cluster, you get this wide digital display stretching across the dash, like a futuristic control panel. And the UI? Smooth, fast, clean. Bruh, this makes my car feel ancient. Now the seats. Yeah, this is where you lose me. Soft leather, heated, ventilated, massage functions. You sit down and it's like, yeah, I live here now. Ambient lighting everywhere, premium finishes. Everything just feels expensive. And I swear, this interior looks like it belongs in a 100K car. All right, performance. Because yeah, it looks crazy, but does it actually go? Short answer? Yes. Dual motor setup, all-wheel drive, around 570 horsepower, 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds, in a luxury sedan. That looks like this. And I'm sitting here like, this thing is quicker than cars twice the price. Battery, around 90 plus kilowatt hours. Range, over 400 miles, CLTC. Charging, fast, like properly fast. And here's the scary part. It does all this in silence. No drama, just gone. All right, we need to talk about it. No rear window. Sounds insane, right? But here's the reason. Digital rear view system. Cameras, live feed, displayed inside. So instead of a traditional mirror, you get a clear, wide, unobstructed view. No headrests blocking your vision, no glare, no blind spots, just perfect visibility. And suddenly, you realize this isn't a downgrade, it's an upgrade. Hold on, what? All right, brace yourself, because this is where things get dangerous. You're thinking, okay, 100K? Nope, more like 45 to 55K. Bruh, what? That's Honda Accord money, and you're getting this? Yeah, America would absolutely lose their mind. And here's the scary part, this is only number 3. Yeah, it gets worse, because the next car, it doesn't just compete with luxury cars, it straight up replaces them. Yeah, now it gets serious. Because if you thought the Avatr 12 was wild, this next car is straight up disrespectful to the luxury car industry. Car number 2, Huawei Maextro S800. Let me ask you something. What if I told you there's a car built with Huawei-level tech that's aiming directly at cars like the S-Class, BMW 7 Series, even Rolls-Royce vibes, and it's coming out of China? Yeah, this is where it gets crazy. This is the Huawei Maextro S800, and I'm not exaggerating. This might be one of the most high-tech luxury cars on the planet right now. First, look at the front, and yeah, this thing has presence. Big, bold, elegant. Not aggressive like a sports car. This is calm, confident, I own the building energy. The headlights? Super refined LED designed, clean lines, sharp signature, but not trying too hard. It's giving Mercedes S-Class, but from the future. And wait, don't blank, this is where it gets crazy. The front lighting system isn't just for visibility, it's part of the car's identity. Animations, welcome sequences, this thing greets you like a luxury hotel concierge. Meanwhile, most cars in the US still just flash twice and call it a day. Now look at the grille. Large, upright, premium. Chrome accents done properly. Not overdone, just enough to say, yeah, I'm expensive. And the sensors? Hidden again. Cameras, radar, LiDAR, all integrated cleanly. No ugly bumps, no weird add-ons. It's like the car is smarter than you, but doesn't need to show off. And I'm sitting here like, why don't our luxury cars look this clean anymore? Walk to the side, and yeah, this is full executive mode. Long wheelbase, sleek lines, perfect proportions. This is the kind of car you don't drive, you get driven in. And hold up, look at the wheels. Large, elegant designs, not overly sporty, just pure luxury. And the stance? Low, planted, confident, like it owns the road. Flush door handles, soft closed doors, everything operates with this smooth, effortless feel. No drama, just refinement. And here's the thing, this car isn't trying to look futuristic, it just naturally is. And honestly, this makes some European luxury sedans feel outdated. Yeah, I said it. Now the rear, and this is where things get interesting. Full width LED taillight, clean, elegant, but wait, look closer. The lighting animations, the way it interacts with the environment, this isn't just design, it's communication. And the rear design overall, wide stance, premium finish, everything screams luxury. But hold on, there's something about this car, something you don't notice at first, that completely changes how you experience it. We'll get there, because this part, yeah, this changes everything. All right, open the door. And yeah, this is next level. Soft materials everywhere. Premium leather, wood, or metal accents depending on trim. And the layout? Minimalist, but luxurious. Not empty, intentional. Now look at the screens. Multiple displays, high resolution, smooth animations. Everything feels connected, seamless. And I swear, this makes some interiors look like they're from 2015. Now the seats. Yeah, this is where it gets ridiculous. Ultra soft cushioning, heating, ventilation, massage, full adjustability. Rear seats? Even better. Reclining, executive comfort. This isn't a back seat, this is first class. And I'm not exaggerating, you could fall asleep back here in minutes. Ambient lighting, premium sound system, climate control zones, everything dialed in perfectly. And wait, this is important. Huawei ecosystem integration. Your phone, your apps, your life, all connected seamlessly. And I'm just like, why does this feel smoother than anything we have? All right, performance. And this is where things flip, because this car isn't just about speed, it's about intelligence. Electric platform, smooth instant power delivery, multiple motor setups depending on spec, plenty of horsepower. But that's not even the main point, because this car focuses on effortless performance, gliding, not racing, silent acceleration, no noise, no vibration, just movement. And I'm not exaggerating, this feels like the car is floating. Battery? High capacity pack, solid range for long distance travel, fast charging support. And here's the crazy part, Everything is optimized. Efficiency, cooling, power delivery. This is tech-driven engineering. And I'm sitting here like, this feels more advanced than some flagship EVs in the US. Alright, this is where Huawei steps in. And yeah, this is not normal. Full ADAS suite. Adaptive cruise, lane keeping, collision avoidance, but that's just the basics, because this car uses advanced sensor fusion, cameras, radar, LiDAR, all working together in real time. And wait, don't blink, this is where it gets crazy. The system learns, adapts, improves over time, like a smartphone, but it's a car, and I'm just sitting here like, this should not be this advanced. Alright, you're probably thinking, okay, this has to be expensive. And yeah, it's $98,300 to $145,000 USD, but for what you're getting, it's still shocking. Because this competes with cars that cost way more, and I mean way more. And that's the problem, because if this hits global markets, it's game over for a lot of brands. And somehow, this still isn't number one. Yeah, let that sink in, because the next car doesn't just compete with luxury cars, it redefines what luxury even is.
All right, you made it to number one. Yeah, this is the one that changes everything. Because up until now, we've seen crazy design, insane tech, luxury that punches above its weight, but this next car, it doesn't punch above its weight, it creates a whole new weight class. Car number one, NIO ET9. Let me ask you something. What if a car could think faster than you, react before you even notice something, and ride smoother than a Rolls-Royce, all while looking like it came straight out of a sci-fi movie? Yeah, this is where it gets crazy. This is the NIO ET9. And I'm not even exaggerating, this might be the most advanced electric sedan on the planet right now. First look at the front, and yeah, something feels different immediately. It's not aggressive, it's not flashy, it's just confident. Slim LED lighting signature, clean futuristic face, no unnecessary lines. And don't blink, this is where it gets crazy. The sensors are built into the design. LiDAR on the roof, cameras all around, but somehow it still looks clean, like they actually designed the tech into the car instead of just slapping it on. And I'm sitting here like, why does this look more premium than a $150K car? Now walk to the side, and yeah, this is not your average sedan. Long wheelbase, smooth silhouette, that roofline flows perfectly into the rear. It's giving luxury, but also performance. And hold on, look at the stance. Wide, planted, balanced. This thing doesn't just sit on the road, it owns it. Flush handles, frameless doors, everything is optimized for aerodynamics. And I swear, this makes some American luxury sedans feel like they're stuck in the past. Now the rear, clean, simple, beautiful. Full-width LED light bar, sharp animations, no clutter. Everything has a purpose. And that's the thing about this car. Nothing is random. Everything is engineered. And wait, this becomes very important when we talk about what's underneath, because yeah, this changes everything. All right, open the door, and yeah, this is where everything changes. Flat floor, ultra clean layout, premium materials everywhere. But the vibe? Different. This doesn't feel like a car interior, it feels like a tech lounge. Massive central display, crisp graphics, fast response, and everything just works. Seamless UI, smart controls, voice assistant that actually understands you. And I swear, this makes traditional infotainment systems feel ancient. Now the seats, yeah, this is where you stop caring about driving, because the comfort, insane. Soft, supportive, heated, ventilated, massage. Rear seats, even crazier. Reclining, executive level comfort. And I'm not exaggerating, this feels like a private jet. Ambient lighting, premium audio system, climate zones everywhere, soft touch everything. And it's not just luxury, it's intelligent luxury. Everything adapts to you. And I'm just sitting here like, why don't we have this in the US? All right, let's talk numbers, because this thing, it's not playing around. Dual motor setup, all-wheel drive, around 700 horsepower, 0 to 60 in about 3 seconds. Let me repeat that. 3 seconds in a full-size luxury sedan. And I'm just sitting here like, what is happening right now? Battery? Massive. High capacity pack, long range, fast charging. But wait, don't blink. This is where it gets crazy. 900-volt architecture. Yeah, not 400, not 800, 900. That means faster charging, better efficiency, less heat. This is literally next-gen tech. And I'm not exaggerating. This makes most EVs feel outdated overnight. All right, this is the part that blew my mind. Suspension. Yeah, I know, sounds boring. It's not. This car has fully active suspension. Not adaptive, not semi-active, fully active. Meaning the car can adjust each wheel individually in real time, milliseconds. So when you hit a bump, the car reacts instantly. When you corner, it stabilizes itself. When you accelerate or brake, it keeps everything level. And I'm sitting here like, this feels illegal because it basically removes physics. All right, now add the brain. Advanced driver assistance system, multiple LiDAR sensors, high-performance computing platform. This car processes insane amounts of data in real time. And wait, this is where it gets crazy. It doesn't just react, it predicts traffic, pedestrians, road conditions. It sees things before you do. And I'm just like, this is not a car anymore. This is a robot. All right, brace yourself, because this is the part that hits hard. You're expecting something insane, like 150K, 200K. And yeah, it's not cheap. It is $108,000 to $112,000 US. It's still shocking because this competes with the best luxury cars on the planet and brings tech they don't even have. And that's the problem, because if this goes global, it changes the entire industry. So now I gotta ask you, be honest, you've seen all three, Avatr 12, Huawei Maextro S800, NIO ET9. Which one are you taking? Or are you still choosing a Tesla, BMW, or Mercedes? Listen, I'm not even trying to hype this up, but this shift, it's real. Chinese cars are not catching up anymore, they're leading, and that should make every brand nervous. So what do you think? Future of cars or overhyped? Drop your thoughts below. Hit like if this shocked you, subscribe to Future Whips if you want more content like this, and trust me, the next video, yeah, it might be even crazier.